Welcome to 5 Points Demonstration Kitchen in Arlington, Texas. Henny Penny asked us to share our digital marketing strategy and what we've learned on the way of developing this. Hi, I'm Spencer Revinson. I'm the founder and president of 5 Point Kitchen Solutions. We are the Henny Penny distributor for Texas, Florida, Oklahoma, and Virginia. We pride ourselves in being authentic, engaged experts in everything that we do. So we have demo kitchens in all of our facilities. And we really like to educate buyers so that they feel that they're making a good decision when purchasing Henny Penny. In today's world, people, before they purchase, they want to do their own research. They don't want to just blindly call up somebody in the yellow pages and just figure it out as they go along. They want to stop and think about it for a little bit, and the first place that they're going to go is the internet. They're going to go on Google, they're going to go on YouTube, they're going to type in a few words, and they're going to look for relevant results so that they can feel that they're heading in the right direction. Me personally, whenever I'm buying something, whether it be something that costs $5 or $5,000, I'm going to do a little research online so I could tell from my own behavior that I didn't need to reinvent the wheel. I needed to do what, for 5 Point needed to do what I do myself when researching to make a purchase. So when 5 Point started in 2015, we didn't have the resources for much, so we had a basic website. Over time, we started adding a little bit of video content. We didn't have the resources for a dedicated person. We were just using probably an iPhone and not even an extra microphone like is on me right now to make the audio quality decent.
Hello, I'm Justin Warren, and this is the Flex Fusion Platinum.
So as with everything, we start just 1 foot in front of the other. We don't necessarily have a grand vision or exactly know what we're doing, but we just try something and we start going in a general direction and we launch. We get it out there, we figure out, well, what worked and what didn't work, and we try something else. It's a constant process of iteration, trying new things, talking about it, trying something new. So even today, where we have wonderful equipment, multiple cameras, microphones, we have a dedicated person, Scott Forbes, doing all of our video production. That was not a conscious, complete, end-to-end thought process of how we were going to go from A to C or D or E or F. It was more just 1 foot in front of the other, constantly improving.
My name is Scotty Forbes, and I am the videographer for 5 Point. I joined 5 Point in 2017, initially as the service manager, where I spent a few years in the service world. E20D, man, you guys are in for a rough day. Before transitioning to a very brief stint in sales. Tell you what, you buy 2 of these, I'll throw 1 of those in for free, which I quickly found was not my natural skill set, but nonetheless, the service world really gave me some knowledge on our Henny Penny products. And currently, I oversee our video production and digital presence for marketing. Our first video was shot with my personal cell phone and a microphone I got off Amazon for $10. So it was certainly not up to the level of resources we currently have, and we didn't have many resources when we first started venturing into video production. At the time, a sales rep wanted some footage of him performing a demonstration in our kitchen. So I pulled out my cell phone. I think I eventually got a selfie stick so I could kind of move it around and didn't have to worry about my hands shaking so much. But it certainly wasn't glamorous to start.
So at first, it was some of our salespeople that were making the videos themselves. The challenge there is while somebody may be great at doing a demo in person with a prospect, they may not know how to do video production. They may not be on social media or YouTube themselves. So our next step was to get an outside marketing firm that produced videos for us. The challenge there is, of course, it's very expensive and they don't know a lot about our products or our people, and the vision kind of gets off track as far as the nuance of what's necessary to really convey that base level of knowledge. You know, it might look good, it might be flashy, but it's missing a lot of depth. So that's where we decided, okay, we need to bring it back in-house, but we need a dedicated person that knows who we are and what it is that we're doing, that's been on our team for a long time. And that's where Scott was a great fit.
It was nothing glamorous by any means. I had no prior knowledge of video production. So after we captured some quick videos on my phone, I used whatever standard software was available on the Windows computer I had at the time and tried to piece together something that looked somewhat presentable. Hey everyone, wanted to give you a quick view of some of the equipment we use. Right now you can see I'm using our iPhone and gimbal. This gimbal wasn't terribly expensive. I think it runs just under $100, but you can see it helps stabilize the shot. I actually inherited a lot of our current video equipment we have. The person that was the dedicated marketing role prior to myself actually had many years of experience in video production. So he equipped us with 2 Sony 4K ultra high definition cameras, both with tripods. Then we have several lenses for them, as well as a professional stabilizer known as a gimbal, which kind of helps us get more action shots and have it not so shaky in the foreground. But he also got wireless lavaliers, one of which I'm wearing right now, and some backlighting that's also being shown on me right now. So we have definitely grown from the equipment we started with, but honestly, it doesn't take a huge investment in fancy video equipment to just get content out there or make some videos. A lot of the videos you see on our YouTube channel currently were filmed with a simple iPhone 12 and a phone stabilizer, a phone gimbal that you can get on Amazon for under $100. So, with those 2 things, a lot of the videos, like I mentioned, you see on YouTube have been shot by an office staff member that I need, an extra set of hands. So all it takes is a quick 30-second tutorial of how to use the stabilizer, and then we're off to the races shooting video.
Let's talk about the insides. So we mentioned auto top off over on the Velocity. This is the auto top off for the Evolution Elite. Same exact purpose. You take one of your standard jug in the boxes, remove it remove the cardboard, and you slide it under there, insert the probe.
People don't look in the phone book today. People don't really go to trade shows that much anymore. They want to get educated early in the buying process, right at the moment when they're having some pain point. It could be that 2 a.m. time when a restaurant manager is closing up and they're saying, why is it so hard to filter and dispose of oil? Or some other pain point that they have at that moment, that they get on their phone and they start Googling things. And we want to be there to help people learn. We want to help establish a foundation of knowledge that starts a conversation with us. So they can then come into our demonstration kitchen and we can talk about their challenges and ways we can help.
David Eberhardt, Vice President, 5 Point. I almost feel like it validates us when you're gathering information and deciding on a piece of equipment. So I would say that I absolutely believe that's true. I think it also kind of reinforces the 5 Point brand. I think it reinforces the Henny Penny brand, and they're not just coming in contact with a remote salesperson or a field salesperson and don't have an attachment to who they represent, right? So you can go in with a flyer and go, hey, I'm this or that, but when you add that online presence, they can really figure out who you are. It changes it from a guy to a team, and 5 Point is team-based selling, so I think it plays into how we present ourselves to customers. To me, that's the most value that it brings. Okay, so supporting the sales process, I think, is kind of twofold. We're post-sale, it allows us to do video content to help with training and best practices. I would say it also allows us pre-sale to offer those kind of trainings. So if we're interacting with a customer and we can build the value like, hey, look, I know this is complicated equipment, we can actually do some video production that we can provide to your team to help it as you have employee turnover, if you have troubleshooting issues with things that could be solved over the phone through technical services, but you want to have that in-house. Those kind of things make it really dynamic, I think, when you're talking to a customer, that we have this whole video production side to assist.
Content is based on our customers' needs and what we think customers or potential customers are wanting to find out from 5 Point and the Henny Penny brand. But it's ever evolving. As Spencer likes to say, 1 foot in front of the other. We're constantly trying new things, going back to the drawing board and seeing what worked and what didn't work, what we think the future trend's going to be, or what future buyers want to see.
I think that's really the thing, that if I'm shopping a brand, I want to see other people's experiences, and it kind of reinforces, yeah, I'm making the right decision here. This is the right thing for me. So
there's no one recipe for success. It's a lot of trial and error and a lot of having fun. We can have informative production and informative videos while still adding in our 5 Point personality. That allows our customers to relate to us and see our authenticity of who we are and what we're bringing to the table for them. Because in the long run, we want to be a trusted partner for them.
So our initial goals when investing in YouTube content was to educate our future customers. If we can expedite the process for someone with a real need that we can help, and their ability to find us quickly, that's better for both us and our future customer.